Hey guys, let's see if we're connecting live here. All right, I think we are live. All right, I'm going to teach you tonight how I close prospects after they watch uh, the business presentation video or after they see a PowerPoint presentation, like if we're at a meeting, um, or what to do. A lot of people, if you invite somebody to watch a video, whether you send them the video or you're at their house, they watch it or what have you, after you get them to watch the video or come to a meeting or see the PowerPoint presentation somehow, a lot of people are like, okay, what do I do now? How do I close this person? How do I find out what their interest is? What are the right questions to ask? Well, these are the questions, and I've got them down here, written down here. These are the questions that I have been using probably for about 4 or 5 years. This is all Eric Worre stuff, and this is stuff that we're probably going to be learning coming up in the training in November, coming up in the training in December. But these are things out of the GoPro book, or I've seen this in other trainings. Now, I created a PDF version of this. It's called Closing with Questions. Okay, this can be found on our Team Nitro training website, myteamnitro.com, and go scroll down to the bottom. You'll see the module Closing with Questions. This video, when we're done here tonight, I'm going to embed on that page, and and also as of right now, the PDF version of this is on the page. Just looks just like this for you to download. So let's get started. Closing with questions, and I want to see if I can share my screen here. Let's see. I'm not able to share. I thought I could share my screen, but I don't see the option to do that. So I'm gonna read this off to you, and then you can just go on to the trading website. You can download this. Okay, you'll see here Closing with Questions. Now I have on here, after they see the business presentation or the video, then you start asking the prospect closing questions. And there's going to be 2 questions you're going to ask to start with. The first question is always, what did you like best about what you saw? Whether it's the business presentation or whether it is a video. Now you're asking them that question to find out what excited them about the video. Did they like the money part? Did they like the car part? Did they like the free vacation part? Did they like the residual income? You want to find out what excited them most about the business. Now, if they saw it and they said, I don't like it, it's not for me, then that's fine. It's not for them. Try to get them to be your customer. You know, but if there's anything that they liked about the video, I'll give you an example. When I watched the video, actually, I saw a PowerPoint presentation back in 2012. I went to a hotel meeting. And what excited me about what I saw was the fact that I can do something one time and get paid over and over and over again. That's what excited me about the business. And that was the reason why I joined Connect back in 2012. Do something once, get paid over and over. I still have a customer right now. It is October 26, 2020. I still have a customer from March 23rd, 2012 that is actually still my customer today. So that's question number 1. What did you like best about what you saw? Find out what they liked best and what got them excited. Question 2, the very important question. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being you would like to start working with me right now, and 1 being you think I'm going to jail, where do you find yourself? Okay. Now notice I said 10 being you would like to get started working with me right now. working with me right now, not join my team. Working with me is much more professional, and you'll get better results when you say working with me rather than join my team. Okay? Try to sound professional. This is one thing I've always done to sound more professional. So, again, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being you would like to start working with me right now, and 1 being you think I'm going to jail, which I always get a laugh at whenever I use that one. Where do you find themselves? You want to get a gauge of where they are, and if they're a 1, if they're a 5, if they're a 10, you got to get some sort of a gauge of where they are after watching the business presentation or the video. Okay? Now, if they answer anything like a 1, 2, 3, or 4, okay, that means that they need more information. They need to know, maybe they need to know more information about the comp plan or whatnot. You need to ask them what else they need to know and get them whatever that information is. And sometimes it's just a more in-depth look, meaning, oh, hey, I saw the video that you sent me by text or email or whatnot. I need more information. So, okay, how would you like to jump on a Zoom webinar? Okay, if they're open to that, you go to connectzoom.com, and any given week there are 4 to 5 Zoom meetings done by corporate. You pick one, give them that time, and you jump on a Zoom meeting with them. Or another option would be, hey, Thursday night we're having a team meeting. Why don't you come by and you can get to meet the people and see what's going on firsthand. Okay. If they answer 1, 2, 3, or 4, that means that they need more information. Okay? Now I'm going to jump to if they answer 9 or 10. If they give you, hey, I'm a 9 or I'm a 10, that means that they're ready to get started right now. And at that point, you should already have your computer with you, and if you're with them, and all you do is you turn that computer around and you give it to them. Say, oh, look, here you go. I'm going to turn the computer around. And this is where you fill in the blanks, and you already should be on your website, and they sign up and they join your team and start working with you at that point, and then you start doing some training with them. Okay? So if they answer 9 or 10, that means they're ready to get started right away and get them started through your website that moment. Now, if they answer a 5, 6, 7, or 8, this is where my closing questions come into play. And they're the same every time, and everybody answers them almost the same or so. Okay? If they say, oh, you know what? I'm a 5. Okay, cool. All right. So let me ask you this. How much do you need to make this worth your while? How much money a month do you need to make this worth your while? Do you need to make $200 a month? Do you need to make $500 a month? Do you need to make $1,000 a month? What amount of money do you need to make this worth your while a month? And so let's say that they need $500. Let's say they say to you, you know what, Tom? In order for me to do this and make it worth my while, I need to make $500 a month. You're like, okay, cool. $500 a month. Now, if you can't remember what their answers are, I suggest that you write this stuff down on paper in front of them so that they see that you're paying attention to them and you're, taking notes on what they need. That is very important. If you can't remember their answers, write them down on a piece of paper in front of them. Okay, now after you find out how much they need to make a month in order for them to make, Connect worthwhile for them, the next question is, okay, how much time can you dedicate a week to make that $500 a month? Can it be 30 minutes a day? Can it be 1 hour a day? Can it be 5 hours a week? What is the time that you can dedicate to earning $500 a month? The most I usually get is anywhere between 30 minutes to 1 hour a day. And don't say to them, oh, I just don't watch TV. You watch too much television. Just don't watch TV for an hour a day and you could do this, because that makes them feel, it's like you're invading what they're doing. I used to do that when I started years ago, saying, "Oh, you're just watching a boob tube and it's killing your brain cells." Um, I don't do that anymore. I stopped doing that a while ago. So they say, okay, so they can dedicate, whatever that time frame is. Let's just say it's 5 hours a week. So now you know how much money they need to make a month to make the work their while, and how much time they can give you during the week. So, third question is, okay, so $500 a week, or I'm sorry, $500 a month and 5 hours a week. How long are you willing to give me to help you make that $500 a month? Okay. Are you willing to give me, 6 months, 9 months, a year? How much time are you willing to give me? Are you going to let me help you to make that $500 a month with 5 hours a week of work? Okay. And let's just say that they're going to say, you know what, Tom, I'm going to give you 6 months to help me earn $500 a month. Okay, putting in 5 hours of work a week. Cool. So now we know that. The last question is, okay, if I can help you earn $500 a month in 6 months' time, and you can do that, with your 5 hours a week, are you ready to get started and start working with me today? Okay, that's the key question. If I can help you earn that $500 a month in 6 months with 5 hours of work a week, are you ready to start working with me today? Okay, now you already answered all of their, how long it's going to take, how much money they need to make, all that kind of stuff to make it worth their while. You already answered all that information. So now that you have all that information, you go in for the close. I've been in sales for 31 years. I know that if you don't ask for the close, many times you're not going to get it. You need to ask for the close. That's sales 101, okay? Sales 101. If I can help you earn $500 a month in 6 months time, are you ready to start working with me today, or are you ready to get started? And that's it. And then you close the deal. They're probably going to say yes at that point. If they say no, you need to find out, maybe ask more questions. But if you already answered, if they're answering these questions already for you, then they have a lot of interest. Okay? Then they have a lot of interest. So, guys, that is what I've been doing. That is how I close people. I usually say to people, listen, if you start working with me, if I can help you make your mortgage payment, or rent payment within the next year, make enough money to earn that within the next year, how does that sound? And most are like, well, yeah, definitely, and then I help them with trainings and stuff, and then it's up to them to do the work. I help them as much as possible. I can teach you until you're blue in the face, but if you don't put in the time and put in the work, it's not going to happen. So, but that is how I close with questions. It is all Eric Worre stuff. Google it and you'll find it. I believe it's in the GoPro book. And it's not difficult stuff. You're just closing with questions. The PDF version of this is on our website, myteamnitro.com. Go to the homepage, scroll down, and you will see where it says closing with questions, that module. Click on it. Again, I'm going to embed this video on that page so you can watch the video, watch this video, and learn how I close with questions. Download the PDF. I printed out a bunch of copies I keep with me to give to people on my team and help them close. So, master the invitation, get them to take a look, and then close with questions. It's very simple. So the more you do it, the more comfortable you get with it. So I hope that this training helped you guys. Definitely go to the My Team Nitro training website to learn more. It's all revamped for 2021 coming up. I've got all new modules. I got everything on there. Training's getting started. You name it, the training is probably on there, and I've probably done it. The YouTube channel, which has over 40 training videos on the playlist, that is there as well. Visit it all, check it out, learn, grow your business. I don't care if you're on my team or not. Take advantage of the site and build and earn that residual income. See you guys in the next one.